I woke up in the ICU with my throat still on fire, and my brother's TikTok going viral with 3.2 million views. The caption read, "Exposing my sister's fake peanut allergy. Watch what happens." The $220,000 hospital bill that landed on his doorstep 3 weeks later? That was all me. My name is Emma. I'm 26, and for as long as I can remember, my family has treated my severe peanut allergy like it was some kind of personality flaw I chose to have. Like I woke up one day at age 4 and decided that anaphylactic shock would be a fun way to get attention. The first time it happened, I was at a birthday party. Someone's mom had made homemade cookies and didn't mention they had peanut butter in them. I took one bite, and within minutes, my face swelled up like a balloon. My airways started closing. I remember the panic in my own mother's eyes as she realized this wasn't just a stomachache. The ambulance, the EpiPen, the overnight hospital stay, the doctor's stern warning that next time could be fatal. You'd think that would be enough to make my family take it seriously. You'd be wrong. My brother Marcus, who was 8 at the time, seemed almost annoyed by the whole thing. Like my near-death experience had ruined his week. As we got older, that annoyance turned into something darker, something that told him my allergy was weakness, that I was weak. Marcus became obsessed with fitness in high school. By the time he was 25, he'd transformed himself into what he called a wellness warrior. He had 15,000 followers on Instagram watching him lift weights, lecture about mental toughness, and push his anti-mainstream medicine rhetoric. Allergies, according to Marcus and the echo chamber he'd built online, were psychosomatic responses that could be overcome with the right mindset. I'd learned to avoid family dinners. Thanksgiving became a minefield. Christmas meant watching my mom's face fall when I brought my own food in Tupperware containers. Every single time, Marcus would make some comment about how I was being dramatic, how I just needed to face my fears, how the medical-industrial complex had convinced me I was sick when I wasn't. "It's all in your head, Em," he'd say, flexing in the mirror of my parents' bathroom. "Mind over matter. That's what separates the strong from the weak." My dad would laugh. Not a mean laugh exactly, but not a supportive one either. More like he was tired of dealing with it, tired of his daughter being difficult. My mom would stay quiet. She believed me, I think, but she'd never stand up to Marcus, never tell him to shut up and respect my medical condition. After my parents divorced when I was 19, the family dynamics only got worse. Dad moved in with his new girlfriend and became even more distant. Marcus stayed close to him, bonding over their shared belief that feelings and limitations were for the weak. I tried to explain it so many times, showed them articles from actual allergists, explained that my IgE levels were off the charts, that my reaction to peanuts wasn't a choice any more than someone's reaction to getting stabbed was a choice. "But have you actually tried building up your tolerance?" Marcus would ask, scrolling through his phone while I talked. "Like, exposing yourself to small amounts over time? That's only done under medical supervision, Marcus. And it doesn't work for everyone, so you haven't even tried." He'd shake his head like I'd just proven his point. The week before Marcus's 30th birthday party, my mom called me crying. "Please come, Emma, please. I know things have been hard, but he's your brother. He misses you." I wanted to laugh. Marcus didn't miss me. Marcus missed having an audience for his lectures. "Mom, you know how he is. Every time I'm around him, he makes some comment about my allergy. It's exhausting. He promised he'd behave. He really did. And he's worked so hard on his new gym. He wants you to see it." That's right. Marcus had opened his own gym in Portland 6 months ago. Marcus Chen Fitness, a boutique training studio that promised to help people break through mental barriers and unlock their true potential. His Instagram was full of before and after photos, testimonials from clients he'd transformed, and motivational quotes overlaid on pictures of himself doing pull-ups. "I don't know, Mom. Just think about it. Please." I talked to my partner Alex about it that night. We'd been together for 2 years, and they'd witnessed enough of my family drama to have opinions with a capital O. "You don't owe him anything," Alex said, looking up from their graphic design work. We were both freelancers, which meant our apartment was essentially one big shared studio space. "Remember last Christmas, when he tried to pressure you into eating the cookies?" "I know, and your dad just sat there." "I know. So why are you even considering this?" I didn't have a good answer. Something about family, I guess. About wanting to believe that maybe, just maybe, Marcus had grown up. That his big 3-0 had brought some wisdom with it. "I'll bring my EpiPen," I said finally. "And I won't eat anything I didn't bring myself." Alex gave me that look. The one that said they knew this was a bad idea, but they loved me enough to let me make my own mistakes. "I'm coming with you," they said. "You don't have to. I'm coming with you." The party was on a Saturday afternoon. Marcus's gym was in a converted warehouse in southeast Portland, all exposed brick and industrial lighting. When we walked in, I was immediately hit by the smell of rubber mats and protein powder. Motivational posters covered every wall. Pain is weakness leaving the body. No excuses. Mind over matter. About 40 people were there, most of them looking like they'd stepped out of a fitness magazine. Marcus was in the center of it all, wearing a tank top that showed off the sleeve tattoo he'd gotten last year. Some kind of phoenix rising from ashes. Very subtle. "Emma." He spotted us immediately and came over, arms spread wide for a hug. "You actually came. Wouldn't miss it." I lied. He hugged me. That aggressive bro hug that's more about dominance than affection. Then nodded at Alex. "Good to see you, man." "They," Alex corrected quietly. Right. Sorry." Marcus was already looking past us, scanning the room. Then he spotted his friend Tyler in the corner with a camera. "Tyler, get some shots of this for the gram." Tyler rushed over, phone already recording. He'd been Marcus's friend since high school, and had somehow become his unofficial videographer/hype man. Everything Marcus did got documented, filtered, and posted. "Say hi to the fam!" Marcus threw his arm around my shoulders, pulling me into frame. I forced a smile. Hi? My little sister, everybody." Finally got her out of her apartment. You know how graphic designers are, always hiding behind their computers. I extracted myself from his grip. "I'm gonna go say hi to Mom." "Wait, you gotta see the protein bar station first. Made everything myself, completely organic. No processed garbage. I've got like 12 different flavors." There it was. The protein bar station. A table set up near the smoothie bar, covered in wrapped bars, each labeled with handwritten tags. Chocolate Beast. Vanilla Warrior. Berry Crusher. "I'm good," I said. "I brought my own snacks." "Come on, Em. I made these for the party. For everyone to enjoy." "Marcus, you know I can't just eat random food." "They're not random. They're homemade. I know exactly what's in them." Alex stepped closer to me. I could feel their protective energy radiating. "I appreciate it, but no thanks." Marcus's jaw tightened. That look I knew so well. The one that said he was about to make this a thing. "You don't even know what's in them. I literally made a special one for you. No peanuts, I promise. See?" He grabbed one labeled Emma's Special. Safe. Oats, honey, chocolate chips, coconut oil. That's it. I even wrote down the ingredients. He showed me his phone. A note that listed exactly what he'd said. No peanuts, no tree nuts, nothing I was allergic to. "Marcus, do you trust me or not?" The room got quieter. People were watching now. Tyler had his phone up, still recording. "It's not about trust. It's about being careful. It's about you thinking you're special, that you need different food than everyone else. I have a medical condition that you've never actually challenged. You just accepted what some doctor told you when you were 4 and built your whole identity around it." My face was burning. Alex touched my arm. "We should go," they said quietly. "No, wait." Marcus softened his voice, suddenly playing the concerned brother. "I'm sorry. That came out wrong. I worry about you, Em. Living in fear all the time. I want you to experience freedom. Real freedom. And sometimes that means facing the things that scare us." He held out the protein bar. "Please, it would mean a lot to me. On my birthday. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I was tired of fighting. Maybe I wanted to believe he actually cared. Maybe I just wanted this moment to end." I took the bar. Alex's hand tightened on my arm. "Emma, it's fine." He wrote down the ingredients. "Emma, please," but I'd already unwrapped it. The bar looked normal. Chocolate, oats, some kind of binding agent. I sniffed it. Smelled like chocolate and coconut. "See?" Marcus was grinning now. "Nothing scary." I took a small bite. It tasted fine. Sweet. A little chewy. Normal. And then I felt it. The tingle started in my lips. Not normal. This wasn't normal. "Em?" Alex's voice sounded far away. The tingle spread to my tongue. My throat felt tight. "Something's wrong." "What?" Marcus leaned in, and I saw it. Just for a second. a flicker of something in his eyes. Excitement? Anticipation? There's peanuts in this. My voice came out strangled. No, there's not. I showed you the ingredients. My throat was closing. I knew this feeling. I'd felt it twice before in my life, and both times I'd almost died. My bag, I gasped at Alex. EpiPen. In my bag. Everything happened in slow motion and fast forward at the same time. Alex was running for my purse. Marcus was just standing there. Tyler was still filming. Phone steady, capturing everything. I couldn't breathe. The room tilted. Someone screamed, "My mom, maybe." Alex was back, jamming the EpiPen into my thigh through my jeans. The needle bit through the fabric. The medication rushed in. It wasn't enough. I hit the floor. The rubber mat was cold against my face. People were shouting. Someone said to call 911, and through it all, I heard Tyler say to Marcus, "Dude, this is going to get so many views." The last thing I remember before everything went black was Marcus's voice, distant and distorted. "See? I told you it was psychosomatic." She worked herself into a panic attack. When I woke up, I couldn't scream because there was a tube down my throat. The ventilator breathed for me. In and out, in and out. Mechanical and steady while my body tried to remember how to do it on its own. I could hear the beeping of monitors. Could feel the IV lines in my arms. Could see Alex's face, tear-streaked and exhausted, leaning over the hospital bed rail. They saw my eyes open and grabbed for the call button. Nurses came. A doctor. Gentle voices telling me not to try to talk, not to fight the tube, that I'd been here for 3 days, that I'd coded twice in the ambulance, that my esophagus was severely damaged from the swelling. 3 days. I'd lost 3 days. When they finally removed the breathing tube, the first thing I tried to say came out as a croak. Alex held a cup of water with a straw to my lips. Small sips. My throat was raw, like someone had taken sandpaper to it. "Marcus?" I managed. Alex's face went hard. "He's been here. Mom made him come." He cried and said he was sorry and that he didn't know what happened. The bar had peanut butter in it. The hospital tested what was left in your stomach. Smooth peanut butter mixed into the chocolate coating. So I'd been right. Even as I was dying, I'd been right. The video? Alex hesitated, then pulled out their phone. I watched my brother's TikTok, watched myself take that bite, watched my face change as I realized something was wrong, watched myself collapse while Tyler kept the camera steady, and Marcus stood there, arms crossed, a small smile on his face. The caption, "Exposing my sister's fake peanut allergy. Watch what happens. She claims she's deathly allergic, but is it real or just anxiety?" I put peanut butter in her protein bar to find out. Watch till the end. Number allergies are fake, number mind over matter, number sister exposed, number exposed series, number fitness motivation. 3.2 million views, 15,000 comments. Most of them were mocking me, calling me dramatic, saying I deserved it for being weak. A few pointed out that I literally collapsed and maybe, just maybe, the allergy was real. Those were drowned out by Marcus's followers defending him. "He deleted it after the hospital contacted him," Alex said quietly. "But people screen recorded it. It's everywhere." I felt numb. My own brother had poisoned me, filmed it, posted it for entertainment, and he'd made $15,000 from the ad revenue before taking it down. "There's more," Alex said. They showed me screenshots. Text messages between Marcus and Tyler from the night before the party. Marcus, "I'm doing it tomorrow. Putting peanut butter in a bar for Emma." Tyler, "Bro, are you serious?" Marcus, "Dead serious. Time to expose this fake allergy BS once and for all. She'll eat it. Nothing will happen, and everyone will see she's been lying for attention her whole life." Tyler, "What if something does happen?" Marcus, "It won't. Allergies are psychosomatic. Mind over matter. I've researched this. The body can't react to something if the mind doesn't believe it's dangerous." Tyler, "Idic man." Marcus, "Trust me. This is going to blow up. Great content. Document everything." Tyler, "Okay. I'll get good footage." Marcus, "Make sure you get her face when she realizes nothing's happening. That moment of truth is going to be gold." Further down, from the morning of the party. Marcus, "Just Googled if peanut allergies can kill. Apparently in rare cases, yeah, but Em's been dramatic her whole life, so I'm not worried. Her body is going to realize there's nothing to fear." I stared at the screen until the words blurred. He'd Googled whether it could kill me and done it anyway. A hospital social worker came to see me on day 5. Her name was Patricia. and she had kind eyes. "I want to talk to you about what happened," she said, pulling up a chair. "The hospital is required to report suspected cases of intentional harm. The police have been notified." "The police?" "Emma. Someone deliberately exposed you to a known allergen. Someone who knew it could kill you. That's assault. In some jurisdictions, it could even be attempted murder." The words hung in the air. Attempted murder. My brother had tried to murder me. No, that wasn't right. He tried to expose me. He tried to prove I was faking. He just didn't care that the method could kill me. "There's also the matter of your medical bills," Patricia continued. "Your insurance will cover a portion, but you're looking at significant out-of-pocket expenses. The total so far is $220,000. The number didn't feel real. I can give you information about victim advocacy services, legal aid if you want to pursue charges, and I'd recommend therapy to process the trauma." After she left, I looked at Alex. "I want to sue him." "Good," they said. I downloaded everything. The video, even though it made me sick to watch. The screenshots of Marcus's texts with Tyler. The hospital records. The bills. The doctor's notes about my permanent esophageal damage and the increased risk of strictures for the rest of my life. I found a lawyer who specialized in personal injury. Her name was Jennifer Park, and she took one look at the evidence and said, "We're going for criminal and civil. He's going to pay for what he did." The police investigation moved faster than I expected. Turns out, when you film yourself committing a crime and post it online, it's pretty easy to build a case. Marcus was arrested 2 weeks after I got out of the hospital. Assault with intent to cause bodily harm. The DA wanted to add reckless endangerment. My dad called me for the first time in 8 months. "Emma, what the hell are you doing?" "Getting justice. He's your brother. He made a mistake. He Googled whether peanuts could kill me and did it anyway, Dad." "That's not a mistake. He was trying to help you overcome your fear. By poisoning me, you're being dramatic. Just like always. Do you know what this is doing to him? To his business? He could go to jail." "Good. Emma, where were you, Dad? When I was 4 and almost died? When I was in middle school and kids would wave peanut butter sandwiches at me? When Marcus spent years telling me I was faking it? Where were you?" Silence. "You chose him," I said. "Every single time. You chose him. So don't call me now asking me to choose him too." I hung up. My mom was different. She came to the apartment, brought soup even though I couldn't really eat solid food yet, and cried on our couch for an hour. "I should have protected you," she kept saying. "I knew he was getting worse. I knew. And I still asked you to come to that party." "Mom, no, let me say this. I have been a coward. I let your father dismiss you. I let Marcus bully you. I stayed quiet because it was easier than fighting, and you almost died because of it." She looked at me with red, swollen eyes. "I'm testifying. Whatever you need me to say in court, I'll say it. I'll tell them everything." The preliminary hearing was surreal. Marcus showed up in a suit, looking nothing like the fitness bro I'd grown up with. His lawyer tried to paint it as a misunderstanding, a prank gone wrong. Marcus had genuinely believed allergies were psychosomatic and was trying to help his sister. Then Jennifer played the texts, played the video, called the doctor who explained in detail what anaphylaxis does to a body. The judge ordered Marcus to stand trial. The discovery process turned up even more. Marcus's Google search history from the months before the party showed he'd been researching allergy myths, how to disprove medical conditions, and something that made my blood run cold, legal consequences of proving someone's faking disability. He'd known there could be legal trouble. He'd calculated it was worth the risk for the content. Tyler cut a deal, testified against Marcus, in exchange for reduced charges, sat on the witness stand and confirmed that yes, Marcus had planned it. Yes, he'd known it was dangerous. Yes, he'd been more concerned with getting good footage than with calling 911. He kept filming even after she collapsed, Tyler said, not looking at Marcus. I asked if we should stop recording and help, and he said to keep going because this is the best part. My mom testified, told the court about the first allergic reaction when I was 4, about every family dinner I'd had to bring my own food to, about Marcus's years of mockery and dismissal. I enabled him, she said, voice breaking. I let him believe his sister's life was less important than his ego. I will regret that for the rest of my life. My dad testified for Marcus, said I'd always been sensitive, that Marcus was a good kid who'd made an error in judgment, that families should forgive each other. The prosecutor asked him one question. If your son had shot your daughter and missed, would you still call it an error in judgment? He didn't have an answer. The trial took 3 weeks. The jury deliberated for 4 hours. guilty on all counts. Sentencing came a month later. I sat in the courtroom between Alex and my mom, watching Marcus stand before the judge. "Mr. Chen," the judge said, "you deliberately exposed your sister to a substance you knew could kill her. You filmed it for profit. You showed no remorse when she nearly died. You have shown no remorse in this courtroom. I find your actions to be among the most callous I've encountered on this bench. 18 months in county jail, 3 years probation after release, mandatory anger management, and a psychological evaluation. The civil suit was separate. Jennifer went after everything. Medical bills, pain and suffering, emotional distress, loss of future earning capacity due to permanent damage. He made money off almost killing you," she said. "We're taking it all." The jury awarded me $220,000 for medical expenses, $50,000 in punitive damages, and $30,000 for emotional distress and future medical care. Marcus's gym went under during the trial. Turns out people don't want to train with someone who poisoned his sister for TikTok clout. His sponsors dropped him. His social media accounts got banned from every platform. Tyler got a year of probation and had to pay me $10,000 for his role. But the money wasn't the point. The point was standing in that courtroom and hearing a judge say out loud, "Your allergy is real. You were telling the truth, and what was done to you was wrong." Marcus tried to send me a letter from jail. I didn't open it. Mom told me it was an apology, that he'd realized he was wrong, that he wanted to make amends. I didn't care. Some things you don't get to apologize your way out of. My dad sent a final text. "I hope you're happy. You destroyed your brother's life." I blocked his number. The healing process was slow. My esophagus had permanent scarring. I'd need to be on medication for the rest of my life and monitor for strictures. Some days I could barely swallow water, but I was alive. Alex and I moved to a new apartment, got a cat, started over. 6 months after the trial, I started an Instagram account. Not to be an influencer, just to share my story and educate people about food allergies. I posted about the trial, about the permanent damage, about what anaphylaxis actually does to your body. I thought maybe 100 people would care. It hit 100,000 followers in 3 months. Messages poured in. People sharing their own stories of family members who didn't believe their allergies. People who'd been mocked for carrying EpiPens. Parents desperate to know how to protect their kids. I started partnering with food allergy advocacy organizations, speaking at schools, helping draft legislation for better allergy awareness training in restaurants. Alex proposed on a random Tuesday evening while we were cooking dinner in our tiny kitchen. They got down on one knee and said, "I want to be your family, the family you choose, the family that believes you and protects you and never makes you prove you deserve to be safe." I said yes. A year after the trial, I got a message from Marcus's old gym partner. He'd heard my story and wanted to apologize for not speaking up when Marcus was spreading his anti-allergy rhetoric. "I knew it was bullshit," he wrote. "I'm a registered nurse. I should have said something. I should have stopped him. I'm sorry." I thanked him for the apology but didn't pursue a friendship. I was done making room for people who needed convincing. My mom and I rebuilt our relationship slowly. Therapy helped. She joined a support group for parents who'd enabled abusive children. She volunteered with me at allergy awareness events. She was trying, and that meant something. Marcus got out after serving 14 months. I heard through mutual acquaintances that he moved to Arizona, changed his name, and was working construction. He wasn't allowed to contact me per the restraining order. I didn't think about him much anymore. On the 2-year anniversary of the incident, I cooked dinner in my kitchen, Alex's kitchen, our kitchen. I made pasta with marinara sauce from scratch, garlic bread, a salad with homemade dressing. Every single ingredient I'd chosen myself. Every single one safe. We ate at our small table, the cat winding between our legs, and talked about our day. Alex had landed a new design client. I was scheduled to speak at a food allergy conference in Boston. Normal things, safe things. After dinner, I posted a photo on Instagram. Just our empty plates and the caption, "2 years ago today, my brother tried to prove my peanut allergy was fake by poisoning me. I nearly died. Today, I cooked dinner in my own kitchen, with my chosen family, surrounded by safety and love." To everyone who's ever been told their medical condition is all in their head, you're not crazy. You're not dramatic. You deserve to be believed. And you deserve people who care more about your life than about being right. The post got 500,000 likes, but the number that mattered was one. Alex's comment. Just a single heart emoji. I looked across the table at them, at this person who'd rushed for my EpiPen without hesitation. who'd held my hand in the ICU, who'd believed me from day one. "What are you thinking about?" they asked. "How sometimes the family you're born into is just the people who happen to share your DNA, and how the family you build is the one that actually matters." Alex reached across the table and took my hand. Damn right. My phone buzzed. Another message from someone who'd seen my story and wanted to share theirs. Another person who'd been dismissed, doubted, gaslit about their own body. I'd answer it later. Right now, I just wanted to sit in my kitchen, in my safe space, with my safe person, and be grateful I was still alive to do it. Marcus had wanted to expose me as a fraud. Instead, he'd exposed himself as a monster, and I'd survived to make sure everyone knew the difference. The real cure was never about building tolerance to peanuts. It was about cutting out the toxic and keeping the nourishing. No protein bars, no second chances, no making myself small so other people could feel big. Just peace, safety, and the knowledge that I was worth protecting, that I'd always been worth protecting, even when the people who were supposed to know that couldn't see it.